So the solution for for the function for f of x to be meaningless, for this function to be meaningless, in some cases we say undefined. For it to be undefined, what happens? The denominator should be equal to 0, because we have witnessed that any number divided by 0 is undefined. Pick your calculator and try. Any number divided by 0, it will tell you some sort of error. So it is undefined. So for the function f of x to be undefined, or for it to be meaningless, the denominator should be 0. So the values of x for which it is going to be meaningless are the values of x that are going to make the denominator 0. Those are the values of x that are going to make this function undefined. How can we get those values of x that are going to make the denominator 0 and thus making the function undefined? How we get them is, we shall equate the denominator. For this function to be meaningless, we shall equate the denominator to 0. There we shall be in position to get the values of x, which make the denominator 0, but they make the entire function meaningless. This implies that 8x squared minus 32 equals to 0. What is the next step here in mathematics? We just need to collect the like terms and simplify. And by that we mean, we shall just say 8x squared equals to, if I take 32 to that side of the equation, it becomes positive. Therefore, 32 plus 0 is 32. Then we say both sides by 8, both sides by 8. X squared equals to, what is 32 divided by 8? It is 4. And then we are looking for the values of x. So we take the square root on both sides. We take the square root on both sides. So this gives us x equals to, and we know that the square root of any number is plus or minus. So it's plus or minus 2. So the values of x for which the function is meaningless are therefore x is 2 and also x is negative 2. How do we test that these values are correct? Let us start by substituting. If we substitute, for example, 2. If we substitute for 2 there, what is 2 squared is 4. 4 times 8 is 32. 32 minus 32 gives us 0. That means we have made the denominator to become 0. That makes the function undefined. What if we are substituting for the next value of x? That is the negative 2. If you put negative 2 there, we shall say negative 2 squared gives us positive 4. 4 times 8 is 32. 32 minus 32, we shall be in position to get 0. Therefore, these are the values of x that make this function undefined. So, in any question that you will find, if they are telling you to find the values of x for which a given function is undefined or for which it is meaningless, simply equate the denominator to 0. And then you look for the values of x. In some cases, you find that there are two values of x. In other cases, you find just a single value of x that makes the function meaningless. Please always present what your solution gives you. If it gives you two values, submit them. If it gives you one value, submit them. Thank you for being part of this class.